Welcome to the Lauren Blackwell channel. The Starbucks Barista Cup madness is not about the cup. There's a lot of people that are not understanding why people are going crazy for these cups, and that alone baffles me because if you've seen the way that people used to act on Black Friday over TVs, even though they have TVs in their homes, but every single Black Friday they would run and fight and argue over something that they do not actually need. And then if you have seen how people acted over toilet paper in 2020, the toilet paper brawl that we all saw on multiple social media, if you have seen that, how are you surprised about how they're acting towards the Starbucks Barista Cup? Even as recently as, I believe it was in 2024 or 2023, I don't remember what year, but not very long ago we had people go crazy over Stanley Cups. So personally, I'm used to seeing people go crazy over random things by now that it does not surprise me anymore. But I specifically want to talk about this barista cups, and because of the way people are reacting towards it, and I do not think that it is about the cup specifically. Starbucks have lots of cups. As a matter of fact, there is Hello Kitty merch that was just released by Starbucks, I believe on the same day as the barista cups, and they're not going for that as much as they're going for the barista cups. So it's not really about the brand Starbucks either, although it's a little bit about it, but it's more about what people believe that these cups can do for them. So I've seen a lot of video, right, of people talking about how it's just a cup, how are adults acting this way, it's not that big of a deal. And then there are people that did not get their hands on the cup after waiting for hours for it, and they were very sad about it. And then there are people that came this close to getting one of the cups, and some of the employees ended up purchasing those cups, and there was quite a few fights in Starbucks stores, and employees feel justified because they believe that they deserve to have those cups. So it's been a big mess, right? And I've seen some people talk about how people are being ridiculous over a cup, and it's a glass cup and it's not that big of a deal. But I think that the thing that they're missing is that this whole madness, this craze over these cups is not about the cup. It's not just about the Starbucks brand either. It's a lot more than that. Before I go into that, I'm just gonna say what Starbucks, the statement that they released regarding the fast sell out of these cups. So it got to them that a lot of people are frustrated about how quickly they sold out, because a lot of their customers found out that they only sent about 3 or 4 cups to each stores. Some actually only received 2, which is crazy. Starbucks have never released a product and not have people be excited over it, so they must have known that a lot of people will be excited over these cups, but they only sent a few. So a lot of people were frustrated, and it got to Starbucks and they released this statement. They said, "The excitement for our merchandise exceeded even our biggest expectations. Despite shipping more barista cups to coffee houses than almost any other merchandise item this holiday season, the barista cup and some other items sold out fast. We understand many customers were excited about the barista cup and apologize for the disappointment this may have caused. We have more exciting merchandise coming this holiday season." So notice they did not say that the items will be coming back in stock, which means it probably will not be coming back in stock. So unlike the Stanley Cups that ended up in stores and there were a bunch of them and they sort of lost their appeal because there were just so many of them, after the madness ended, I don't think that will be the case for these barista cups. and that is because Starbucks did not say that they will be restocking. Another thing is I have seen that there are a few people that have had these cups for years. So Starbucks have actually released these cups before. I don't know if there wasn't that much marketing and that is why people did not go crazy about it at that time. But I have seen a video of a woman who said that she has had her barista cup for a couple of years now. And then I've heard a couple of people say that they purchased theirs from, I believe, Japan some years back. And yeah, so it's not just the cup, but it's also the way that it was marketed, and it is also the timing of it. But here's what I really think this madness about this barista cups are about. So in this day and age that we live in, people are going through a very tough time. It's been horrible, and it is projected to be horrible for many more months before things get better. People have been losing their jobs. They've just been losing. Like, there's been this sense of loss in the air. People are losing their jobs. They're losing healthcare. They're losing their homes, their cars. They're losing everything. And people just want to win. They just want to feel good about something. They want to feel like they have something exclusive, something that's worth it. And in a time where there's so much division as it is currently, people want to feel a sense of community. They want to feel like they belong or they are affiliated with a group of people that have something positive in common. It is a big part of people's identity to want to believe that they are affiliated with something valuable and something that can bring a tiny piece of joy into their lives. So when I see people rush for something like the barista cup around the holiday season, after months of losing so many things in so many different aspects of their lives, I'm honestly not surprised that they're reacting this way to a cup, which is why most people want the Starbucks Bearista cup, because there are other cups that are bear shaped. There are containers that have honey in them that are bear shaped, that you can dump out whatever's in them, and all those cookie containers that we've seen people use, but it just does not have the same effect as that barista cup. So it's no surprise that people specifically want the Starbucks one. And I think that the people that are dismissing this as, my God, these are adults, how are they acting this way? I feel like they just do not understand the psychology behind people wanting something that they can just be excited about in the midst of feeling so down for so long. I don't think they're looking at it from that perspective. Also, I've heard a lot of people dismiss this as overconsumption and promoting capitalism, but I don't think it's that deep for a lot of the people that are purchasing this cup, because let's be honest, it's a cute cup, it's a cute cup. I've seen some people dress up their cups with like a scarf, a holiday scarf, a tiny holiday scarf, and I thought, oh my God, that is so cute. So I'm not surprised at all that people are reacting this way. Adults are reacting this way. And quite frankly, a lot of the people that I've seen go purchase the cup, they are not purchasing it for their kids. They're getting it for themselves, and they're very excited about it. And I'm going to be honest, I am happy that people are comfortable enough in saying that, look, I want this cup for myself. It's a cute cup, and I'm going to wait in line for it. This is not to say that I promote overconsumption or wasting money that a lot of people do not have, but when something serves a deeper purpose for you that keeps you off the ledge and pushes you back a little bit from the edge where you've been teetering for so many months, even if it is a cup, even if it's a straw, a spoon, it's not about the objects, right? It's about what the object does to the person. Now, do I think that this kind of behavior should be promoted and items such as these should be used as a way to pacify ourselves? Not necessarily. that's not necessarily what I think should be the solution. Technically, a more concrete solution to whatever problems people are experiencing is what I would advise. I would say people who need to go to therapy should go to therapy, but you know what? Therapy is not free. And sometimes people just cannot afford that. And sometimes what you can afford is $30 to get you something that you can look at and say, well, if you get nothing else this holiday season, you at least have this one thing that brings you a tiny piece of joy, and something that is exclusive and that's cute to look at, and something with actual utility. So honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think it's okay. Let's stop beating up on the people that decided to wait in line for the Barista cup. It's not the end of the world. It is fine. So for these reasons, I think that people that tried so hard, or people that are freaking out about not getting the Barista cups, I kind of see it from their perspective, because, you know, they were really excited about it and then they did not get it. And Starbucks it's almost as if they're playing games with people at this point. Those of us that see it, we understand it and we do not fall for it. Or even if we go ahead and purchase whatever they sell, whatever merch they release, it's because we are in a good enough place to know that we are not being pushed to get this. We're deciding to get it for ourselves. But then there's some of us that just do not see it. We have such a fear of missing out that when something is released and it's remotely cute and has a hype around it, we rush to buy it, and we are spending our last dollars that we do not have, whether it's a cup, whether it's a concert ticket, whether it's extra concert or music album merch that we may or may not need. It will just sit on the shelf. I mean, we can criticize people that are getting these Barista cups, but what about people that bought multiple versions of a particular item or merch that is also going to sit on their shelf and they're not going to use, because they're not necessarily the same groups of people? So yeah, if the Starbucks cup is frivolous, how many other frivolous purchases are we making? For some people, their frivolous purchases are food, you know. For some, it's like constant entertainment, it's games, online games that they spend money on. It's just what people do. The Barista cup is just one other thing. So I'm not surprised at all by people's behavior, and I kind of understand why some people are so excited for this cup. Anyways, that's all I have on this Barista cup. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye guys.